There's old Craig.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stefan. This is Graham.
Hello.
This is Travis.
Kimmy come break.
There's a 3 different one podcast. Last year, we compiled a big old list of albums we like, or at least seemed interested in, and now we sit amongst ourselves talking about them for your enjoyment. We also take requests for albums to review, which is what we are doing today. We're going to be talking about the 1970s psychedelic folk album Parallelograms by Linda Perhacs. Timing was fortuitous for me on this particular album because the day before we decided that this is the request we're gonna, the next one we're gonna do, I actually watched the 4-hour long director's cut of the Woodstock documentary, the one on the original show from the. So I was just in the perfect mindset to listen to this kind of thing. And therefore, I had a pretty good time with it. Did either of y'all know anything about Parallelograms or the very strange career that Linda Perhacs is having?
No, not prior.
I did not, and I'm, a little surprised because I've checked out some artists that kind of fall into this category, yeah, but I had not. And yeah, it's a very strange career.
Yeah. This is a kind of an internet success story, I think.
Right.
One that was pretty much, this is Miss Perhacs had the unfortunate run in with a bad label, it sounds like it's from what I've read that the marketing for this was essentially non-existent. It did not sell at all. No one really knew about it. And I guess over time, it just, it kind of remained as one of those, back shelf record store albums. And it ultimately got passed around on file sharing sites. And I think it got reissued sometime in the late 90s, I believe.
Right. Yes. People somehow rediscovered this and tried to contact her, and I guess they eventually did.
Yeah, and I guess it brought back that it touched a nerve somehow because I think she put out another album
2014, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
her follow-up album to Parallelograms.
The Soul of All Natural Things, which I also have not listened to and I've never heard of, but that doesn't mean anything. It's so I think it's important that we go into this backstory because it's shocking to me the thought that this kind of music could be popular in the 21st century.
Right.
It sounds very of its time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think there was more than one track that I've had written down so 60s in all caps. I mean, it's just it just reeks of that decade and the the stereotypical sounds that we associate with it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the folkier side,
right.
She sounds like Joni Mitchell.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like one of those kind of early Joni Mitchell albums almost. Mm-hmm. Kind of same approach.
I got that and a little Grace Slick, a little bit.
I could see that. It's just in the voice and kind of
the voice,
the vibes.
Yeah.
Dude, this is way out in left field, but do you guys think there is any possibility that the vocalists of Stereolab were influenced by this lady?
It would kind of surprise me if this made its way to their
neck of the woods.
Yeah, because I feel like they were kind of going already. They were kind of early 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like if they, unless they were just like obsessive, like record collectors of like cult stuff, probably not.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
Yeah.
It sounds like some of the Wilco guys kind of connected with this lady, Perhacs, in 2017 and like produced some of her stuff.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. And I thought it was weird that like some of her songs had been sampled by like God, there was something really surprising, like Tupac or something.
Biggie. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
But
really odd samplers like Low Key and Biggie, Daft Punk.
Yeah, but basically, this was a dental hygienist who, like in her spare time, wrote songs, and she had a client that was like a composer, and he was like, "Dude, this sounds really good."
Was that Rosenman?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
He's
Oscar-winning composer.
Very big deal, Leonard Rosenman.
And then, she went back to doing her dental hygienist thing when it didn't blow up. But then, a weird resurgence, like you were saying. What did y'all think of the Chimichung Rain? Chimicum Rain, Simicum.
I think it's a pretty good open, and it definitely they do the with multi layers for her like vocals. That is really the album. It's Linda's voice. So
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I think this is for this album and for this type of music and for this artist. I'd say this is a good open.
I dug it. The backing vocals were surprising to me. They kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I agree. I really liked it as an opener, and the bit about I guess the reissue or remaster or whatever, like significantly improving the sound and whatnot. It was an interesting mix. I thought like everything seemed extremely isolated, like in its own place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it sounded pretty cool.
Yeah, I did too. It was really different.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It actually was raining when I listened to this song, and it set the mood pretty perfectly.
Yeah, the creepy vibe kind of comes up a few times in this record, and I dug it.
Oh,
I did too.
I think it works.
It really didn't. I mean, initially, I didn't. I don't know. I didn't really get much of a 70s. I guess it's 60s, but I don't know. It sounds pretty timeless to me.
Yeah, I think there are songs on here that sound kind of dated, but this one definitely works.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one, and I think I feel the same about Paper Mountain Man too. Honestly, it's a solid follow up.
That one I kind of thought sounded a little more dated.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't a huge fan of like the band and the harmonica. Felt like it was a little, I don't know, too much of a bit or something.
Yeah.
I mean, for only one song though. I mean, I don't think that they like overused the harmonica on the album.
No, that's true. I just didn't. I don't know. This track didn't really do much for me.
Well, fair enough.
This is the one that made me go, man, everything sits kind of odd in the mix. Like it just seemed really strangely mixed.
Yeah.
I didn't dislike it. It was just very different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That could be, the process of tracking her down and getting the old tapes.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't want to dwell too much on it because I was like, well, maybe that wasn't intentional. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the hand pans in this too. And that old 60s-ish feel.
God, I don't even know if I know what that sounds like, a hand pan.
It's kind of like hand drums.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like congas or bongo or something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a tongue drum.
A tongue drum.
We have a friend who bought one.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Tongue drum.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. Okay.
The next one I got more of the Joni Mitchell vibes.
Yeah. This one's weird. Weird in
Yeah.
terms of lyrical content, and I think there are better songs that she could have picked for the 3 spot on this album.
I agree.
I don't think Dolphin is bad per se, but this was, I mean, it's a song about someone who wants to go live with dolphins. I mean, it's like the guitar, progressions. You hear this one a lot on here, but there weren't as much cool stuff with the vocals, and I don't know. I felt like Linda sings a little higher on this one too.
I was gonna say it kind of had an operatic feel to me.
Yes, and I did think that
falsetto
on this album. Usually, the songs that I responded strongly to usually had a more somber, kind of minor key to them. And this one, it is kind of a sad song, but I don't know. I was too kind of. Even this one, I mean, y'all know me. I love like weird songs, but even this one just kind of left me scratching my head.
Yeah,
I didn't love it, but yeah, I do kind of enjoy the weirdness of like her guitar parts. Sounds almost very like classical.
So quiet too, like so soft.
Yeah. The next one, the band kind of comes back, right?
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of the Going to California riff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did think about that song at some point during this album. This might have been it. Kind of had
Zepp ripping another, man.
Huh?
I said Zepp ripping another, man.
Ripping another?
Yeah.
Of course, when did that? I mean, they were going when this album came out, weren't they?
This came out way before that song came out, right?
Okay.
Only
Zeppelin 4.
Only by a year.
Zeppelin 4 is 71.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Zepp I always forget Zepp started way like in the 60s. I always forget about that.
I think they had Zepp 1 and 2 come out in 69.
Man, they pumped it out quick.
Yeah. They really thought it would be funny to have 2 albums come out in 69.
It is.
All right.
But then, go ahead.
I like this track, though. It was a little haunting, which I like.
The eerie quality is definitely back. This one.
Yeah. It was weird juxtaposition with there was kind of this bouncy chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot of water themes tracks.
Oh yeah.
Through 5. I mean, Sandy Toes was just that's like a surf rock sound in terms of like the reverberating guitars, and the hand drums are back at here too.
Oh yeah, like the dual vocal parts.
Yeah. I mean this is like I think this is an okay song, but it's so weird on this album because at least Dolphin is like kind of melancholy. I mean, this song like actually is like this song like put me in a good mood.
I like the progression of this song a lot.
Yeah.
And I like the bass line too. I felt like that was pretty pronounced.
Yes. I like this song too, surprisingly. I kind of initially was like, oh, this sounds really corny, like Sandy Toes.
Instead of Sandy Cheeks.
Yeah. But yeah, kind of nice. And yeah, we just did Physical Graffiti, and I was reminded of Down by the Seaside like a little bit.
I could see that.
Next,
the title track.
Man.
album.
where things get odd.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't want spoilers, maybe fast forward like a minute or two.
Yeah, for real. Well,
Oh
I mean,
my
hey,
God.
it's psychedelic folk, right? There's got to be
Well,
some serious psych to it somewhere.
yeah, I was kind of waiting for the psych, and it finally hit.
It did. It did that weird sound like 2 minutes in.
Oh
like
my God.
a bunch of musical notes being flushed down a toilet.
Dude, so this is the song that made me think, man, that just vocally, like Stereolab stuff reminded me of this.
Yeah.
She's got
Just
a crazy
really
voice and
soft spoken, like, I don't know. The
yeah.
lyrics were really odd.
Oh, she just starts naming shapes.
I know.
I mean, that's when I just like started laughing.
I know it's such a serious sounding song, but I was like imagining like a math teacher or something,
Yes.
like
Right.
singing this to their
God.
kids.
Flashback to geometry class.
Yeah.
I
thought this was
hypnotic.
Yeah.
Maybe along with the first track, this might have been like, second or first favorite song on the album.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like the song a lot.
Yeah, and I love that weirdness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Creepy,
like super spacey, like so
Yeah.
much dissonance and
Almost
droning and
and
tension.
Crimson or something in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah. Dude, kind of like Echoes, just weirdness.
Yeah. Kind of weird acid trip.
Yeah, and then it just pulls you right back to original form.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey,
Like, snap out of it. Here we go.
Yeah. I wonder if she just like, because she has a band on this album, or some musicians. It's not all her. I kind of wonder if she was like, I want something that sounds like this, or like.
Dark.
If she knew how to do.
Bass.
Yeah. This definitely put me in like the Austin Powers kind of club with like the the art all over the wall and like the the rotating like color orb on the ceiling, like that put me right back there.
Yeah, this is almost too dark and creepy for that vibe, but
right.
But I know what you're saying. He probably spun this album a few times. And then I don't know. I feel like this album is kind of it's not solid all the way through, but like I don't really dislike much of it.
No, there's only one song that I think I really did dislike, and we haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the same one that I'm thinking of.
It was not "Hey, Who Really Cares."
Yeah.
I'm fine with that song. I think it's just it's a bit of a return to form after Parallelogram, so it's hard to, it doesn't really stand out much, but I think it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I like the progression and the keys work. I thought it was over too quickly.
Yeah, and apparently this was the one that had been sampled, I think.
Okay.
By Biggie.
Yep. Saw that.
I think that's the case, yeah. This one was nice, but it didn't maybe it was too short or something.
It ended too quickly for me.
Yeah.
Stefan, I pray that this next song is not the one you hated the most.
No. I mean, although this is a song that I think is like incredibly 60s.
I loved Moons and Cattails.
Yeah.
Yep, it might have been my favorite.
Yeah. This is drum circle fodder right here. I mean, you can tell right from the get-go.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No. I don't know. This one didn't do a ton for it, but go ahead.
It's just kind of the weirdness of parallelograms felt like came back here. I love the progression in this song. I actually listened to it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody like that wonky horn sound that triggered the game?
Man, I read
I think it was
something
like a hose or something they rigged up.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's what I read.
Thing.
That's a good impersonation.
Yeah.
Yeah, shower head or something.
Yeah.
It's hooked up to a hose.
Amplified shower hose for horn effects.
Yeah.
Brian Ingoldsby.
Oh God, are you on the Wikipedia for this thing for the personnel list?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Don't y'all love that that harmonica is credited to Tommy?
Yeah.
And quotes too. So it's like
Yes.
you give a fake name on when they brought everybody in.
Dude and Fleetfoot.
Oh yeah. These were just kind of hippies walking around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's your name, man? Tommy, dude.
Or they didn't get his name, and they're like, let's just call him Tommy.
Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is. It is. It's
How about
this is a very unpolished song. I mean, like listening on the headphones. I mean, you can hear it's like everybody's just kind of doing their own thing. Like it's just a very rough quality to it, and I mean, this is this kind of what once I saw the genre for this album, I was like, I kind of thought every track would be like this, and you know, it's probably good that it wasn't, but I'm with Travis. I think Moons and Cattails. I think that does it for me.
I don't know. There's something I liked about it. There's some weird charm to it.
Oh yeah, weird for sure. What'd
you think about Morning Colors?
I really wish it had been earlier in the listing, and I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Did this one have a flute on it?
And a sax and a saxophone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I thought for a second that they had brought the hose back in, but I was like, no, this is too. That sounds too pretty for that thing.
Where the hose at?
Yes.
I liked it. I mean, if anything, this album's extremely consistent, I think.
Yeah.
You're either gonna absolutely love it or just be bored out of your mind for 40 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering what you were gonna think of it, Travis, because it is pretty like mellow at times. But it sounds like you enjoyed it.
I'll give you my number at the end.
Graham, you okay with Morning Colors? Anything?
This one, you know, I kind of didn't stand out. You know, I just noted that her guitar parts have a very kind of classical feel to them. I think I already mentioned that, but that's, you know, it's kind of a fun aspect of this album, I guess, is that the guitar playing is kind of unique and not generic.
Yeah. Well, we've arrived. This was, without question, my least favorite song on the album.
Yeah.
Porcelain Baked Cast Iron Wedding.
Over cast iron wedding.
Baked over. You got two.
Over cast iron. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's really, I mean, the name aside, like, I sensed so much give up in these lyrics, and I mean, this is an album that is really designed to showcase Linda's voice, and when you have a sing, you know, verse of "Let's get on with the next social squeeze," I was like, nope. Can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so. Oh god.
Yeah.
Just dreadful. Just a dreadful listen.
Did y'all notice this track? And there was one other one. The vocals were real fuzzy sounding.
Really?
I didn't pick up on it.
Yeah,
The
like
whole
there
way
was some,
through?
and like I said, I don't want to harp too much on recording stuff on it, but this and another one, it sounded like, I don't know, just like horrible. Like
Yeah.
it really turned me off. On top of the lyrical content.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan, there were definitely some lyrics on this album, and probably the song in particular, that are very, just too...
Some serious eye rollers.
Yeah. It's just, it sounds dated.
Yeah.
Parallelograms.
Except that one.
Yeah.
I don't know where that song came from.
It's masterful lyrics.
It's I've never heard what was the tetrahedron? Did she work that in there?
Oh yeah.
Of
On Parallel, she goes through like all of them, like the quadrangle, like the pentagon. I mean, she's just rattling them off. Like she's got the chart on the classroom wall. Like she's just going through it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, she's in Geometer Sketchpad 100%.
I hated those assignments.
Oh my god.
No.
Miserable.
How about the closer? Delicious.
I
Delicious.
feel like I scored this one a little lower because I just thought for the finishing song it seemed a little flat to me. The song I think is okay, but not the best way she could have ended this album, I think.
Right. Yeah, not really a standout track, but consistent with the sound.
Oh yeah.
Dreamy.
Yeah, she's doing her, she goes to the more downtrodden, vocals. I think that's her and her band. Yeah. Voice crackage there.
I was kind of relieved to get another like song that's just kind of more stripped down and like her by herself. I kind of felt like I felt like I preferred these to kind of the more upbeat and full band tracks.
Right.
She just has a really cool voice.
She does.
There's some cool finger picking.
I wonder how she sounded on her 2014 album.
Yeah, I haven't listened to any of that of y'all.
Not yet.
I have not. Maybe she was like a chain smoker and like has a really rough voice now.
Indistinguishable.
We'll have to check that out. I should have.
Oh yeah. If only in our like spare time.
Maybe she's a chain toker. I could never see a chain smoker though.
Yeah. Her picture on Wikipedia is great.
Oh, it's hot.
Dude.
It's hot. Still looks great.
Oh my gosh. Are you talking about the one from the 70s or the current day one?
No, current.
Dude, that hair is
photo.
The hair is sick.
Oh, that shirt too, just mwah. Beautiful.
Look, I bet she's still a pretty cool hippie.
I bet you could clean your teeth pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And teach you math.
Oh yeah, it's true. Get you ready for your shapes quiz.
Oh my gosh.
Would either of y'all like recommend this album, you think?
Wow, she is a very attractive. I didn't really see old pictures of her, but wow.
What happened, man? Her hair just exploded.
It did.
That happens to people.
Dude, she just put it back down.
Still pretty cool cool rug, man.
A cool rug.
This is good podcasting right here. This is what the subscribers get on board for.
Oh man.
Yeah, the visual side of podcasting.
Oh, it's
Yes.
it's a subtle art.
Yeah, let me describe this Google image to the fans out there. So I was going to say, I think I would definitely recommend this to a Joni Mitchell fan, a fan of kind of folksy 60s stuff. But if that's not your bag, then maybe not.
Trav, any thoughts on that?
I would recommend it because oddly enough, I don't know. I don't really typically care for the real folky 60s stuff, but for whatever reason, this just it hit the right spot for me. So maybe it'd do the same for somebody that's completely unsuspecting of it. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know who I'd recommend it to, but I'm very glad I listened to it.
Yeah.
So maybe just kind of as a joke, like, oh yeah, go check this album out. Hey, maybe. Maybe it works.
I was very surprised when I think one of your friends from school recommended this. I think this was the last type of music I would expect.
No, he's a cool dude. I was talking to him last night, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg." Like,
really?
Yeah. If you guys were halfway okay with this, I've got plenty in my back pocket that are far stranger. I was like, okay,
request away.
I need to meet this person.
Yes, fire him off. He's a big Flaming Lips fan.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I think it's a Dr. Dog.
Yeah.
Yep. So, what about you?
I don't think I'd recommend this. I feel like you need to be in the... I wouldn't push this album on really anyone. I feel like you need to be in the right headspace for this music to, be enjoyable for you. Thankfully, I was, and I got a lot out of this album.
I was going to say, I would 100% agree because it was late. I laid down on the couch. There was literally nothing going on for me, and it was perfect for that.
Yep.
Like complete silence.
Yeah.
Tune in, drop out, brothers.
Oh, yeah. Indeed.
Exactly.
That's how it's meant to be done.
Yeah, I think so. I think, I enjoyed most of these songs, and the ones that I didn't outwardly like, I mean, I still think they're fine. I mean, only one song that I actively disliked, I think didn't overstay its welcome. I think I'm feeling more 8 than 7 out of 10.
Dude, I was going to say it's a 7.5 approaching 8 for me.
Yeah.
I'm right about there with you guys.
Which just blows my mind because I thought when he gave me this, I was like, dude, this has got to be like some kind of troll scenario. Like this is going to be just this random album from 1970 that I've never heard of.
I was fully prepared to be the only one of us who liked this album. Like I was thinking, like, oh god, like what are they gonna say?
See, and that's why I think, in terms of recommending it to somebody, I mean, if it scored that high for all of us, you know what I mean? I feel like you'd be surprised by who enjoys this album.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
So I would definitely recommend checking it out, regardless of what you're into.
Yeah,
as long as it's late at night and you have literally nothing else going on.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. Congrats to Linda Perhacs on her. I guess you call it a comeback, and keep on going. Keep putting out music. I really want to hear Soul of All Natural Things.
Mm-hmm.
Either of y'all have any more thoughts on parallelograms?
No, I just think it's a super cool like story. I'm glad she finally saw some success.
Yeah.
Yeah, how crazy.
I know.
That's not, of all the artists to get this, late career resurgence. That's this is surprising.
I think I read something too about, I want to say it was Halsey or somebody was like inspired by her. Something weird like that.
Somebody from Opeth, isn't that like a metal band?
Yes, dude. That again with the recommendation thing, it's like there's so you got Biggie sampling a song of hers. You got a metal band that's into it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why it works, but it does. It's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Check it out.
For sure. Well, if you're still with us, thank you so much. We have something very special coming down the pipe for all of you to commemorate our 50th episode. So definitely make sure you tune in for that. It's gonna be. I think you'll enjoy it. It's not what we usually do, but in a way, it kind of is. So be sure to tune in. As always, like, subscribe, share the video. Just talk about 3 different ones. We're real cool. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you.